Hey guys, hope all is well. Tristan Daniel here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you guys about how to make fuck you money with AI. And I'm going to tell you guys my story about how I started my AI business. I have an AI business that I've been running for close to 2 years now, and it's become crazy profitable. Businesses pay us a lot of money every single month to solve problems within their business. It's been able to give me a sustainable income, not only for myself, but also for the people that work with me. And I'm going to tell you guys how you can also start your own AI business. I'll tell you guys the same thing that I did, the same strategies that I did to help me make a sustainable income for my business. But I'm actually gonna go upstairs because it's getting quite dark here. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about my story and about how you can also create your business. But I wanna preface by saying that fuck you money isn't what you think it is. Now, you probably think that fuck you money is tens and millions of dollars. Of course, yes, that's fuck you money. But it doesn't have to be tens and millions of dollars to be able to get fuck you money. To me, fuck you money, from my own definition, fuck you money is just having enough money to be able to walk away from situations that you don't want to be in. For example, when I quit my job, I was already making enough money within my own agency. I was making good money, but I was still working my job. And my boss at that time was giving me a very hard time at work. So you know what I did? I just said, you know what, fuck you. I'm making enough money. I quit. And that is fuck you money. Fuck you money gives you the freedom to do whatever you want, to live life on your own terms. It's to just have enough money to say, no, I don't want to. That to me is fuck you money. And you don't need much. As you guys can see, I am not in North America. I'm originally from Canada, but when I started making enough money, I made the move from Canada to the Philippines because I know that my dollar would go a long way here. But that was an option that I had. It's either I'd stay in the United States or in Canada, or I would move somewhere in Southeast Asia, which is where I am right now. And I don't know if you guys can see, I'm shirtless, it's extremely hot here. If I was in Canada, I'd be freezing right now. But having fuck you money gives you options. It just gives you options to do whatever you want. If you didn't want to go to work on a Monday morning and you just want to go to the beach, you can do so. If you wanted to pack your bags and travel around the world, you can do so. That's fuck you money to me. It gives you freedom to live life on your own terms. But you need to have a vehicle for you to generate that money. To generate a sustainable income, you need to have a vehicle. There's a bunch of vehicles, but I am going to discuss to you guys the vehicle that I chose. So about a couple years ago, I was living in Toronto, Canada. And I always wanted to make money online. The reason why I wanted to make money online is because, number one, I wanted to be free. Geographically and financially. Geographically, I don't want to be tied down to one location. I want to be able to travel and work wherever I want. In a beach somewhere in Thailand, or in the mountains up in the Philippines. I wanted to make that money. I wanted to make an extra source of income just from the internet, just from my laptop or from my cell phone. And that's what I did. I stumbled upon a thing called social media marketing. And at that time, there was a bunch of videos about SMMA, social media marketing agencies. And I went down this rabbit hole of learning what a social media marketing agency is. And at that time, I figured out that there are businesses that need leads. As a matter of fact, all of these businesses, especially service-based businesses, boring businesses that are cash rich, they need more money, of course, right? Because sometimes there's days where it's slow, sometimes there's days where it's good. You know, they have good seasons, they have bad seasons, right? But the stream of customers, it's inconsistent. So I wanted to bridge that gap, right? I wanted to bring them a consistent flow of leads because they're just relying on referrals and word of mouth. So I solved that by bringing them leads. And at that time I was still working, so I did not have much time to learn about a new skill. which is running Facebook ads. Even right now till this day, I'm not the very best at running Facebook ads, but the people that work with me, they're really, really good. And I had no intention of spending months and months of learning, trying different things on Facebook, especially running ads, because you're playing with other people's money. And I don't want to play with other people's money. I wanted to bring them the return on their investments. If they gave me money, I wanted to give them more money in return. So the best thing that I could do is to use leverage to hire people that's really good at doing Facebook ads. I hired these people. Businesses would pay me $2,000 a month, $1,500 to $2,000 a month. I would give the media buyer, the person that runs Facebook ads, I would give them $500 to $1,000 depending on the scope of work that they do. And I would just keep the profit. They would deliver the results and I would just keep the profit in my pocket, right? I would keep my money in my pocket, the money that I made from closing this client, right? So I understood leverage. I did not want to be stuck in front of my computer. And as a matter of fact, right now, I only work 2 hours in a day. And I'm making more than what I was making back then. Back then, I was stuck to my computer trying to chase leads, but now things are different. And I'm going to discuss to you guys the strategies that I've used to be able to get me from that situation to a very stressful situation up until now, where I only work 2 hours in a day and I make way more than what I was making before. But I understood leverage. I understood that if I hired somebody to fulfill the services that I'm offering to my clients, then I can make a lot of money, stress-free. But I wanted to essentially be really, really good at this. So as a result, I was just chasing a lot of leads. I was doing a lot of these unnecessary things. And I realized that most of these business owners that I offer leads to, they're doing the same thing. They're chasing leads. So there was a turning point where I discovered Go High Level, which is the platform that we're using right now. And Go High Level at that time has AI features. It has AI features. You can essentially build an AI agent within a couple of minutes that answers all these leads, answers leads that opt in. So let's say, for example, the business that I was working with, my client, he was offering flooring. Now we'd be running advertising for him to bring him people that's interested in getting floors done for their property, residential, commercial, or industrial. And as soon as those people signed up on their ads, they would leave their information, their name, number, and their email, and there would be a basic automation message that says, hey, thanks for signing up to XYZ Flooring Company. Somebody will reach out shortly. Now, that problem in itself, right? Somebody will reach out shortly. Shortly never came. Because most of these business owners that we work with, they're busy. They're busy running their business. They don't have time to go on their phones. They don't have time to check all the leads that come in. They just want more appointments. Right now, I don't know if you guys know, but if you don't follow up with a lead within 5 minutes, the chances of you converting a lead just lowers by the minute. If you don't reach out within 10 minutes, goodbye. If you reach out within 5 minutes, then you have a chance, right? So I understood that if I placed an AI agent along with my offer, then my offer would be strong. Because not only is it bringing them leads, it's bringing them appointments now. It's bringing them appointments automatically. But I understood this one thing. I understood that I don't need to learn this skill. I don't need to learn the skill of running Facebook ads, or I don't need to learn the skill of automations and building AI agents. I could just hire somebody, right? So as a result, I have a fully functioning AI agency without me being very knowledgeable with marketing, running Facebook ads, and without being very knowledgeable with building automations and workflows. Obviously now it's different. I know a little bit, but at that time, I wasn't an expert. I wasn't very good at building this business. But I understood leverage, and I understood by just being around entrepreneurs in my circle that if you use leverage, if you leverage other people's time, other people's skills, and you just pay them money, then you can have a very profitable business as long as you offer them a smaller amount. You pay them a smaller amount. Let's say, for example, your client is paying you $2,000. You can just pay them $500 and you keep the rest, right? So I understood this, and I got a little bit busy with my job because my job was taking a lot of my time. Therefore, my boss was giving me a hard time. He was stressing me out. He was giving me a hard time unnecessarily, right? Because I would do the things that I was responsible of doing. I would finish it. And he would just end up giving me more work. And this is a pro tip, by the way. If you're working right now, don't try and do all the work just by yourself. Don't do it quickly, because you're getting paid by the hour. So take your time. But anyway, he was giving me a hard time, and it just pushed me to the point where I wanted to quit this job because it was stopping me from making more money. At that time, I believe, I had around, I would say 5 clients, and the agency was making around $10,000 a month at that time. Now it's different. We've had 50, 60K months, which is good. But having this business, having an AI agency, just gave me the ability to just be free, to be able to live life on my own terms, right? I moved from Canada, now I live in the Philippines, and my life is completely different. And it only took a few months for me to have this change. But I'm gonna tell you guys how you could do the same, because I don't know if you wanna move from your country to a different country. Maybe you just wanna make a few $1,000, $5,000 to $10,000 every single month. So I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. If you wanna start an AI business, I suggest that you start now. You move with speed and you move with conviction, because things are moving very fast, especially with AI. Things are moving at rapid speed. So you need to take advantage right now, because I believe that we are at an AI gold rush. But you don't need to start your own AI software, AI platform. You just need to use existing tools, pre-existing tools that's available on the market right now. Go High Level, CloseBot, run Facebook ads. If you don't know how to run Facebook ads, use UpHex. UpHex makes it easier for you to run ads for your clients. You can either run them yourself, or you can have your clients run it by themselves. It's kind of like a DIY. Instead of done for you, you can sell it to them for a do-it-yourself SaaS type offer. But learn how to run ads. Learn how to use Go High Level. Go High Level is the lead management system that we use, but it's capable of doing a lot of things. It's capable of building websites, landing pages, automations and workflows, forms, it's contracts. There's so many things that you can do with Go High Level. But we mainly use it for lead management for our clients. So it's basically a software, a platform where our clients could log in via their computer, their laptop, or their mobile phone, and they can check all of the leads that came in. So learn about Go High Level. There's a bunch of videos on there. Learn about CloseBot. CloseBot is the AI agent that we place for the clients that are under my company. We bring them traffic via Facebook ads, via Meta ads on Facebook and on Instagram. Obviously, we create their ads. I'm making it sound super simple, but we essentially build their ads from start to finish. From their ad creatives, to their ad copy, to setting up of the ads, to the optimization of the ads. We essentially do it for them. And the end result of what we're selling is booked appointments. It's not even closed jobs, because closed jobs is under their discretion if they close jobs. We just bring them people that's interested in their service. So we bring them more appointments. We make that possible by bringing them interested people via Meta, and we place an AI agent that books all of these leads into appointments. Now we have a platform that we offer to them, which is Go High Level. It's our white labeled version of Go High Level. We put our brand on there, we put our name on there, and we put our customizations on there, but we don't try to hide it. Unlike other agencies that hide Go High Level. I literally had one client that had a previous agency, and then he said that the other agency was making it sound like they developed Go High Level. I want you guys to realize that Go High Level is a tool, right? White labeling is cool. Calling it your own is cool, but it is a tool. Don't get confused with all the fancy tools within Go High Level, because you can do a bunch of things. But it's just a tool, and we don't hide it. We tell our clients that we use Go High Level. This is the system in which we build our marketing system to bring you appointments. This is where we connect everything. And we use CloseBot. We don't even try and white label it. We just tell them up front. We use Go High Level, we use CloseBot. And by combining all of these tools, we bring you appointments straight to your calendar without you having to go back and forth with your leads, without you having to struggle every single month thinking if you're gonna get clients this month or not. We solve that problem because we bring you people, we bring you traffic, people that's interested in your service, and we convert those people into appointments straight into your calendar. Now, it is that simple. If you're not interested in learning Go High Level and CloseBot and Meta Ads, guess what? You don't have to. You could just hire people from Facebook groups or from Upwork or from Fiverr. You could just hire people. If one client is willing to pay you $3,000 a month, just pay these people $300 a month, $400, $500 a month, whatever you want to pay them, right? Obviously, I would recommend you pay them a good amount because you got to make these people happy because these people are fulfilling your service, right? But it's very difficult to find those people. Trust me, I know. I've been going back and forth for a couple of years now with these people, even before I started my business, right? I couldn't find a consistent individual that just delivers the service. But I would suggest to find people that can fulfill your service. If you can find people that can fulfill your service, you just gotta have a minimum viable product, a minimum viable offer, something that you could offer to businesses, something of value in exchange for value, because that's all that business is. If you wanna make money, you just gotta do a value exchange. You're exchanging your valuable solution to help solve their problem, and they pay you something of value, which is money, currency, US dollars, straight into your bank account. That's the secret right there. You just gotta find people that you could pay for a lesser amount than what your clients are paying you. You pay them a fraction of that, you keep the rest into your bank account, and you just gotta sell more of what you're selling with little to no resistance. You just gotta find people that's willing to pay for you, for your service, for your solution. That's all that it is. And once you figure that out, trust me guys, you can make fuck you money. I know. Trust me, I know. This is the formula. So I hope you guys like the video. If you like the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, because I'm putting a lot of time into making these videos just so I can give you guys free value. Because that's what I want to do. I want to give free value for you guys so that you can also make a lot of money from the internet. Because at one point in time, I was somebody that was desperate in making money online. And I didn't know where to go. There was a bunch of people that was just selling courses and asking me to sign up on their community, which I didn't want to do because at that time, money was not a lot. So I just wanted to read some books and, I wanted to connect with entrepreneurs. That's how I essentially learned how to do business. I connected with multiple different entrepreneurs in Toronto, and now I still connect with them till this day. And I connect with entrepreneurs in the Philippines and in Asia. But I just wanted to have somebody where I could learn from. So that's what I wanted to do. Call it a mentor if you want. But I wanted to provide free value out there. All I'm asking is for you guys to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Tell me what you like about this video. And if you're serious about growing your business, we can talk. I have a booking link down below. Talk to me about where you're stuck in your agency. Tell me where you are right now in your agency journey and where you want to go. And if I can help you, I can walk you through the steps, the same steps that I've used to grow my agency. But with that said, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys found value. And send me a message on Instagram. Let's connect. Peace out. Take care.